Welcome to Talk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ, podcast, one comedian. Guys. Talk and Cheese. Come on.
Shut up. Would your relationship be the same if your partner only wanted to do missionary sex in pitch black? Yeah, that's a bit of fun. That's Dizzle's question. Would your relationship be the same? Would your relationship be the same if your partner only wanted to do missionary sex in the dark?
Brother, like,
I know, it's Dizzle's question.
I never know the question. Like,
I'm just trying to throw a frog in the middle to break up the argument, you know?
Not an argument, man.
Alright, let's move.
You're arguing with fool people. You're arguing with fool fools.
Alright, here's another one then. Couples who sleep in separate rooms, are they happy or are they just putting up with each other?
I didn't even know that happened.
What, couples that sleep in separate rooms? Bruv, that happens on a regular basis.
I know enough couples that sleep. That's why I asked that question. I know
the
enough
only
people.
time that happens, like if when my daughter did liquor, like if she come in the bed, then me get up and go like when I front room or go in the kids room because they have 2 beds in there. That's the only, and sometimes the mother do that. But now man, sleep now with separate room for what?
Yeah, but there's loads of couples that sleep in separate rooms.
I can't answer that because I don't know anything about that personally.
Older people, I guess, usually do that, but I think they're just putting up with each other. You know,
I reckon it's putting up with each other.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to a companionship thing, and you're just friends, but you don't know where to go with yourself. You just end up sleeping.
It'd be interesting to know who suggested it in the relationship.
You know what it is, yeah. So this is
that's a key point.
This will help. This will help.
That's a key point.
This is why
the man. He makes
up some
excuse.
No, it's a woman usually.
This is what it is, yeah. Now, man, them will justify it because if they catch a man sleeping in their girl's bed, they can understand that why there's no footprint in the room because it's her room.
Let it go.
You know what? Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
And that's the problem.
Let it go. Let it go.
Fucking issue. This is why people always argue with him because he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. This whole "let me land" shit. Your little tagline. Let me land. Let me this. Don't cut me.
Line.
However, fucking idiot.
Listen, the best line here. Kane said the best line today. You're a fucking, you're the dumbest fucking idiot.
It's fucking stupid as shit.
So you're an idiot and you're the dumbest idiot.
Yeah. Either this show's gonna called Stupid versus Dumb or Kane versus Ceesix.
Dumb versus no, because this is
dumber.
No, but you know what? Yeah,
I take that, but he's dumber.
No, you're much more thicker than me. You've got half your fucking wealth tied up in Ghana somewhere.
with my people. You got your
wealth. I'll kill you every time.
Where's your wealth? With the other side.
What's that mean?
Mine's with my people. Where's yours?
Mine is mine.
Where is mine? Tied up where?
I've invested in mine, bro.
Tied up where? Tied up where?
Not with other people.
You can't even go places. You can't even go places. You can't even go to some of your yards without security.
You're right.
Yeah.
The sheriff.
When you go there, you can't go to some of them all lives matter places with your bullshit.
Mom.
You're right.
Yeah?
You're right, Ceesix.
Them secret landlords.
What wrong, Chris? What?
No, his mum was making noise. Mum's making noise.
Them secret landlords.
You know, she knows what it's like. She always are chatting at the back when we're
your partner was sleeping in a separate bed.
Hey, me?
No, your mother and your father.
Yeah, they did when they were breaking up. And then we just run him out.
Yeah, I chat the business.
Me and my brother took it. Me and my brothers took his stuff and just dash it out the yard. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Cause they weren't even happy together. You know what I mean? So we just end up saying. So
you dash out your own dad. You dash out your dad. That's why you got daddy issues. You dash your dad out the house.
That's why you're coming like
arsehole. He was an arsehole. He was an arsehole.
Like a girl, you got fucking daddy issues.
To pay rent PR.
You understand? You dash out your dad and bring in a girl and pay her rent.
Bring Sasha in.
That's why your dad didn't like you. He's been looking
at love ball out people's name.
He was an arsehole. Come out the yard, blood. All right, so speaking of fathers,
Father's Day, big up all of the fathers, them out there tomorrow.
Father's Day tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow. Why did this come out? It's today.
I got a few father questions.
Big up Ceesix.
Big up
Yardie.
Hold on, Chris.
Big up Kane. Big up the fathers, them. Sorry.
Big up the fathers, then. Big up, because fathers don't get enough. Yo, you lot, shush. Yo, Joe, shush. Yeah, you lot as
That's
fathers.
when you got in father and they want to run the house.
That's why he got the father, you know, to run the house. When the father was there, he couldn't talk that loud. Now his decibels have gone up. Yeah. Yo, Joe, oh, shut up. Oi, mum. Oi. You know how long ago he wanted to say that? Or when they're not saying nothing, you know, he just says that.
All right, so as a father, this is question. As a father, everything. How would you feel your child calling your baby mum's boyfriend dad? So let me read that again. As a father, how would you feel if your child called your baby mum's boyfriend dad?
So
I think we spoke.
But it was the next. But I'm saying basically, me as a father doing everything for my child. He don't want for nothing. I'm there trying to see him, but then I hear that he's calling my girlfriend's boyfriend dad. How would you feel? I'm gonna do a C6, but everything's getting violated.
Really? What about you?
However,
if the guy's hen.
Let him land.
All right, what about you, Kane? How would you feel?
Come on,
yeah, bro, that can't happen, man. My kids, like, I do everything for my kids, innit? So you can't call the next man dad. You have to call him by his first name.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And what about?
But what if it does happen? If you heard it happen, what would you do?
Yeah,
would you pay? Would you pay your baby mother or the guy?
He ain't paid
no, it's the baby mother that allowed him. It's the baby mother that allowed him to call him that.
You don't know. You ain't paid your no guy.
They're soft like wet bread. They're not.
You're
100%.
No man.
So all right. That's a really good question. That's a good question. And be honest, Ceesix, yeah. Like, just be honest. And this ain't even like.
No, let me answer this normal question. Can I answer the normal question first? Why do I have to answer a different question? Let Yardie and myself answer the question that's been posed.
This is the question. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be happy, isn't it? Like, but you have to look at yourself.
Rascal.
Because if that happens, your children, if you and your children's mum is separate, yeah, and you're not active enough, strong enough, or you're not present enough, or you're not, there's going to be something for them to want to do that. Unless they've been told to, if they decide to do it, that's because they're lacking somewhere. That means you got to start looking into yourself, bro.
No, but I said, even though you're doing everything, so what more?
Well, then if you're doing everything, then there's a possibility.
No,
they've been told to. They've been told to, and if they've been told to, then you have to address it with your children's mum. That needs to be addressed. And the way I would address.
That's what I just said. And you said I'm soft like wet bread. That's what you said.
No. But you are. You are.
To be honest, you just said the same thing as me.
He just said either way, Kane and Moise.
You're a fucking.
All right. To be honest, I would probably call a meeting.
Russ.
With both of them.
That's Moise.
No,
that's a meeting, you know.
That's Moise. That is Moise.
No, you know what?
That is.
No, bro.
Listen, on Zoom as well.
Stop being silly. Let me tell you why.
That's not silly. That's Moise.
No, let me tell you why. I would call a meeting because listen, some women, yeah, their man controls the relationship. The man controls how things run in the yard. Now, for your kids to call him dad, he most probably lives with them in the yard, which means he's probably setting the rules. So when I'm talking, I'm not just going to talk to her because it might not be relayed back properly. You know that Chinese whispers thing. If I told, yo, tell him this, she might not tell him that. So I'm going to call them both in. And say, look, this has been brought to my attention. I ain't happy with it. I need to know why this is happening. You both here in front of me. Let's talk. This is my son or my children. So we can all talk. I'm not just going to address her. I'm going to address both of them because if he lives with her, then that's it.
And Dizzle, you're saying that's my way of dealing with it.
Sorry to cut you, Chris. Just a quick one, yeah. If circumstances were different, take yourself out of the equation for a second, Ceesix and Dizzle, yeah. If and Yardie, say for example, you left the baby mother, but you're still in the child's life, and this guy was with your partner and grew your child with your partner, and he's been in the child's life for 10 years, for example.
I think we talked about this already, you know.
I went on the podcast then.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is, so in that situation is like this, yeah. I know there can be times where
that's what I was gonna say.
Where children when they're young and growing, like if them used to seeing mommy and daddy together, and then gonna break up, and then all of a sudden there's a new man come in. They still sometimes child make that mistake of in the heat of the moment, like they say, Mom, Dad.
No, that's not what I was saying.
No, that's different. However, if I am playing my role in my child's life, like doing everything for my child, and they're calling a next man daddy or dad or father, whatever, I have to have a conversation with the mother to ask, why is this happening? And also, if it's an ongoing thing, I go ask the man as well, say, yo, you tell my child to call you daddy or why you not?
No, but Yardie, that's not what I was saying.
For me, hold on, if I was the man and the next person child call me father, I say, I'm not your father, you know. Like, I make them know, like, no,
but you can't say that.
No. Let me stop you. See, Kane, that's where the moistness come in, the wet bread does come in. Because at the end of the day, even though you're with my fucking baby mother for 10 years, I'm still doing my part. I'm still seeing my youth.
Okay.
So, as a man, say if I'm with a girl and she's got a pitney and I see the father still in the pitney's life, I'll be there for the pitney, but
you can't call me daddy.
I'm not. You can't call me daddy because you got your dad.
No, listen.
I'm not gonna make him feel comfortable to call me daddy. I know that you got
all right,
your dad.
so hold on, wait.
But if the man's allowed him see me doing my part and you're still fucking making the pitney, you're a pussy hole.
Let me say something. All right, so listen. I'm saying.
Let Hovers talk, man.
So no, let me speak. So you've been with hold on, wait. You left the mum when the child was 1, yeah? You left the child when the mum was. You left the mum when the child was 1.
Yeah.
The child is now 11, and this woman, your ex-partner, has been with this guy for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you think that whole time that child should be calling him Trevor?
Yes.
For the whole time.
Yeah. Because I'm there. If I'm not there, cool. But if I'm still there, seeing Trevor's face every pussy clock week, then it's Trevor. So what's that called now? Step Trevor.
If it's a young baby, it's a young baby.
You call him uncle. Kane will go to the house and say, Uncle, is my son ready?
Yeah. All right. So saying that then, so that leads on to me. This is a good link. So can you love all your children equally then?
Yeah.
You can, but you're still gonna have a favorite.
I don't think you can have a favorite.
You don't really.
I don't have a favorite,
equally, right? If you've got a favorite, can you is that still equal?
I don't.
I don't think
the thing is, you know what you say? Even my son feel like my daughter are the favorite.
It is. You can see it.
You can see it.
That's like people saying Daji's not my favorite. Come on, you can see it.
Yeah.
No, but for me,
even as much as you try to hide it, you can see it.
Bro, remember me live with them, me there were only 2 of them from them birth till now. Me not have no favorite. I love them equally.
But it's the bond. You get a better bond sometimes.
No, yeah, my daughter has bonded more than, because what has happened is when my son did born, the mother spent most of the time with him young because I was working. Now, this time round, because she was working and going uni and things like that, it worked out that because of how I work most of the weekends with the comedy shows, is I spend a lot more time with her when she was younger. So we bond. But me personally, I love the 2 of them equal. Like, I don't have a favorite.
We know that, yeah. But you see, the bond.
Like he's putting out a disclaimer.
You and your daughter, it could be also a daddy-daughter thing. That bond there is totally. It can be.
You know, maybe I cannot compare it because they're both, one's a girl and one's a boy. If we did have 2 boys, maybe then we could have said, because the type of relationship and things with me and my son do, me and my daughter won't do, and things me and my daughter will do, but me and my son not do it. So and the age difference as well. You understand? If they were very close in age and maybe the same, maybe would have like, yo, me like that boy, me like my boy better. That one better than that one.
So what about you, Kane?
No, right. because I put the question in.
In can't love them equal.
Yeah, I know you put the question in, but I'm delegating it. Thank you.
No, but I put it in because I love them equally. But I'll tell you what it is. The one that's most like you, that's the one that you're like, oh yeah. See, like how Daddy is like Dizzle.
Yeah.
And he's around you. He's picking up your vibe. It's like you're talking to yourself when you're with him. Yeah. So same like now with Yardie, he was saying he's around his daughter more now in these young formative years. That bond there is stronger at her age. And now when my kids were younger, my older kids, same thing. I was working a lot. Now with this little one, because I'm around him all the time, like I'm getting so much pleasure out of it. I feel sorry for my older kids because I feel like I never done them justice. That's how I feel now. That's the God.
And that's it is. And I realize that, and it's not that I realize this with Daji. What it is the same thing what Yardie said. Remember, all our youths we've had, I've never bonded with, because when I was with my baby, I was with my actual baby mother, and when she went to work, I was home with Daji. That's how I get to bond. Even though you love your kids, but the bonding is very special. That's why I realize you can't be a weekend dad and bond with your kids. You can't do what I'm dealing with. That's not bonding. There's a different. You could be like a father, but bonding is two different things.
Yeah, 100%.
You catch what I'm dealing with.
And even with my daughter, you know, the things me appreciate, like, even though it's at 9, is like sometimes, like even the whole bed routine, you know, putting her to bed in her own bed and she asleep, she still wake up like certain time throughout the night. Not every night, no, but sometimes throughout the night. And no matter where me there in the house, she find me. She don't go to her mother. Her mother we are, and she don't go to her mother. Me, she come to.
Isn't that feeling really nice though, as a father to a daughter?
Yeah, it's at 9 when you're asleep, and she gonna wake you up like, one in your bed, no man. And she has to, no, come stay with me. I'm like, I'm put her down. So I just don't bother her mother at all.
That's like my son. I said to him the other day, "You wanna go to your mum's?" I said no, and I looked at him, I'm thinking, that's how some kids are with their dads. You know the way there, like you wanna go to daddy's house, and they say no. You know the way there. That will hurt me as a man, you know, because remember this is. When your kid don't want to go, the kids want to go places, you know.
I think
but you're one of the parents that they don't want to go to. You're forcing them now.
Yeah, but watch this now. This is the problem with you and Daddy's relationship. Yeah, you two are like brothers. You're like brothers. So he will want to be around you forever and a day because it's fun times. Even though he's with you a lot of times, it's still fun times. So So like with me and my little boy now, he's still closer to his mum, but with me, I'm closer with him than my kids were at that age. Yeah. When my other kids were 3, I'm closer with him now because I'm just around him all the time. Yeah. Whereas before, I was around my kids, but
in sections.
Yeah, I think.
What about Ceesix?
I think that you can't. You love them all the same, but you have to look at the relationships, and usually. Like this is something that you guys are saying, but without saying, it's about you. You have to look at you. You have to look at your age, your maturity, what you've been through. When you have your first child, you don't know parent stuff. And then when you have your second, you've already understood things. So you might do them a little bit different or a little bit better, or you be prepared for something. So you just handle it better. You have a bit more patience. And you get what I'm saying? So your relationships with the younger ones are usually better because of you grown as a man and as a parent.
Sometimes I feel guilty. Sometimes I feel guilty. Like my first baby mother, she tried cussing me on Facebook because
you have to hold it
like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that doesn't make you misunderstanding that because you're closer and you've had more time and you're a bit more patient with your younger ones. It doesn't you're misunderstanding that for liking more when really it's just a different type of relationship. So and the only way you can test it, is if anything tragic happened, how you would feel. If you felt something for one more than the other, then you can answer that question. But that's where basing a relationship based on because we have fun and this one's a bit more serious because you got to look like my first daughter I was a young man. You get what I'm saying? Now my son, I was a big man when I had him. So there's a complete different person. Me as a self.
Comedian, what's that guy's name? The Indian guy, Russell something. and he asked the guy in the crowd. He was with his kids, and he goes, "Who's your favorite?" And the guy was sitting there like, and he goes, "All right then."
Russell Peters.
Yeah, Russell Peters. You see that one where he said, "Say if one of them falls down the stairs and injures themselves, you're not gonna react the same as the favorite one. If the one that sits there, you'll be like, oh, what the fuck have you done now?" And then there might be another one that injured themselves. You get up, are you all right? Do you get what I'm saying? So
what about you, Chris?
It's how you grow them. Some are tougher than others. You know, like the older ones are usually tough because you've grown.
Yeah, it's like who needs the most support?
Yeah,
who needs the most support? And you just try and be there for that one.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
Me, I
said, which abortion you cared about the most?
I don't.
Which abortion did you care about the most?
None. I had no empathy for none of them.
Yardie, you think that disclaimer at the beginning is going to work for that as well?
Yeah.
Growing up, like I got two brothers, and me and my mum probably had the best bond out of my other two brothers. Because my
100%, I can see that.
I can see that now, even though he doesn't even live there.
You're attached to a neighbour street still.
Yeah, because my little brother, he just was kind of more the quiet guy. You didn't really know much about him. So my mum didn't really...
That's what I saw, Yardie, exactly. That's what I saw.
My mum didn't...
Dizzle, you have a ghost in your room.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Huh? Dizzle, you have a ghost in your room.
Someone just walked past.
Yeah. Dizzle, somebody just walked past.
Let's cut that piece out.
Hold on. What happened?
Somebody just walked past.
Hey, you gotta snap it. Hey, you see when you play it back, snap it and send it to the group.
Ceesix, check it, check it.
But somebody just walked past. I thought it was
it's like they laid under the bed for the whole time. One got silent and said, fuck it, can't well it no more.
Yeah.
They didn't even try slide out like.
Yeah.
That's what. Wait, pause. What's Dizzle cuss off the blood clot when he...
These are free, so these are free.
He's keeping all quiet now.
I'm gonna kill her, you know. I swear I'm gonna kill this blood clot girl. This girl really sure. But I have to rate this though. Just have to rate this though. Cause I hear the conversation earlier when we did that have more. Tell girl say, yo, I'm gonna fuck a girl tonight. Where you the... And you have a girl. This. Go on, my boss.
Well, boss.
Watch when you get back in the group. I'll cut that part, please.
Obviously. She's probably deaf. She probably don't even hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Probably deaf.
But no, I'm up on headphone.
Yeah, no, sir.
No, but you don't hear her talk.
Nah, she's deaf. What did you say, Dizzle?
Yeah, no. But yeah, going back to that bit. Going back to that bit, like my brother was more quiet, and my older brother, they didn't really bond with my mum like I did growing up. Like, do you get what I'm saying? From birth, from you.
Now you look like you wanted, like you stayed on the titty the longest.
I did. I fucking did.
That's why I'm kick out in father and he's jealous.
I did.
You look like you stayed on the titty the longest. I said.
I did.
Man had teeth and everything.
Hey, mum. Give me
the second milk tea. Yeah, the second milk tea.
His first tea.
You lot don't even let me. You lot did it.
He had his adult tea.
Let him finish. Go through.
Why you lot don't let me finish? Huh?
Go through.
Finish.
Man say your mama used to turn up at lunchtime at school.
Go on, Chris. Go on.
That's the it, basically. So, but like my mom still loves us all equally, but it's just more of a bond from. I think it's just of a bond from when you're a youth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my, like I said, like we barely know shit about my little brother. We barely know shit about my older brother. So I guess if my mom can't talk to them or understand them, then she ain't really gonna have much of a bond with them, even though she's still gonna look after them. You see what I mean? So
would you say that your mum loves you more than your two brothers?
No, but I reckon if I injure myself, I'll probably burn her a little bit more than the rest of them.
So do you think your mum loves you more than your two brothers?
I recken so.
No, I don't think love me more than my two brothers. I just think she's got a better bond.
No, but you see this here. I think this is why Chris is confusing sometimes.
Chris makes her more proud.
Because but I'm glad that he's talking like this. There was a time when he was like, "Oh no, 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 no," and now it's the complete opposite. So I'm glad.
Mama's boy, but I've got a
You are, Chris. You are, Chris.
Yeah, you are, man.
And Chris, there's nothing wrong with being a mummy's boy. I was a mummy's boy as well. So don't
embrace it. Embrace it.
You are, Chris.
Right now, Dizzle, how your dad? Was you your dad's favorite?
No,
Dizzle, was you your dad's favorite?
But that's only got one you.
My dad didn't get up with
and you still weren't even the favorite.
You catch it.
I tell you why I'm the most vocal about my dad rather than my other brothers.
He used to beat you the most.
Maybe it's because of that bond I had with my mum. So when I see man disrespecting my mum, it burns me the most. So I have to.
Man, so when you see man disrespecting, man, that's
it's mad disrespectful. Whereas the other brothers
I get you now. I get it
as much as me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Them man, me a cook right now, don't Chris?
Huh?
Your mother a cook right now, don't?
Alikul. Just
you can smell it, you know.
That's why Chris is there.
Just a little, you know. Just a little.
Chris is there. Every weekend.
But that's why it burns me the most. Like if I ever saw my dad was disrespectful, it will burn me more than the other brothers, I think. Because the bond I had with my mum growing up, like no one chat to her like that. So I'll fight, man, for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas the rest of them, they don't like it.
What if they didn't know that you existed? Would you still?
The joke's not funny, Ceesix, because you can't fucking word it properly to try and do a callback to the other joke. You fucking idiot. You dunce fool.
On that note,
it cost me from upside down.
No, you two. I don't know what happened to you two today, though. But
you know what, dumb and dumber. But I would take that. But he's the dumber one still.
Yeah.
All right then. So man, that's a wrap.
All right then, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know.
Big up yourself. Hey,
Right.
remember to rewind it back and see what we saw. If a ghost or a real thing.
I'm gonna check.
That's up, man. Cut that out. I don't know why the girls.